Welcome to Invest, we talk about investing, finance, and professional development. So current time of 8:34 a.m. on Eastern Time on May 30th on Monday. Ethereum contract at $1,874, up about 3.45% so far. Respect over crypto market, you could see that on this Monday, knowing the fact that today is a U.S. holiday, across the spectrum is relatively green. And I'm talking about both on equity and the crypto side as well. On the future perspective, Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Russell, all pointing upwards, up across the board about 2.7% to the highest. Nasdaq's actually up 3.5%. In a future perspective, obviously indicating that with respect to the equity market should technically be opening on a green day tomorrow on the last day of May, obviously, as we're transitioning onto June on Wednesday, on the 1st. And with respect to the VIX as well, which is the volatility index, is also dipping as well below, at down about 6.5% as we speak right now. And as you can see that on this Monday, and the last, I would say, 24 hours so far, on the media active, spectrum, there's a lack of news. Number one, it's not as active than like a typical weekend, nor on a typical Monday, obviously, due to the fact that it's a holiday in the U.S., so it's less pronounced. Obviously, journalists have to take some time off as well, and also at the same time, like the summertime period, as most of the folks has taking off since basically Thursday and Friday. Try to capture the technically 4 or 5 day weekend for this Memorial Day is a quite big deal in the U.S. holiday. Relatively speaking. So with lack of media affectation, lack of negative news, despite there's still some lingering affectation with respect to the job number that's coming out on Friday on the 3rd of June. And then we have to wait until, like, after the Friday, we have about like 9 days away from the FOMC meeting from Jerome Powell again, which we'll hear from him on the economic outlook and also with respect to the inflationary pressure. Are we still gonna be on plan to be hiking the interest rates by 50 basis point going forward? What do we see happening for July as well? And then subsequently for September, are we gonna see a progression on the interest hikes, right? And so we'll see, right? So right now the buying pressure is an organic one, but it's mainly due to like just lack of media affectation, lack of like negative news. When you have like that type of buffer in between, where sometimes when there's lack of things happening, actually can convey in terms of just people having some sort of a natural buy activity on the international side of the house, conveying some escalation on the price point. So, but technically, we are still at the consolidated level at the 1850 per our technical analysis that we've been doing for quite some time now. So it's not a surprise. So let's just dive right into it to see what's going to be happening going forward as well. So with respect to recording time of 8:38 a.m. on the Eastern Time, we are at the 1881. So technically, we could see that clearly. We try to get up to be the 1900, which again 1900 is not a real level. That's why we got like sold down immediately, because as you could not reach to the next level, basically it's at the 1998 or basically 2000, but to be more precise it's 1998, and subsequently come back down to the 1850. So right now 1850 is basically a comfortable magnetic level that the market has a good appetite for. That's why we sustain around this level. In terms of inertia, you could see that the RSI is already pointing up at the 38 out of 70. So what do we need to see the confirmed reversal of the trends? Well, firstly, I don't really like that the fact that MACD line is above it. So what we need is kind of come back down. Firstly, right? You need to come back to below 18 1850, somewhere maybe around 1800, and then allow this line to cross down first, and then cross up. At the same time, the momentum is looking quite nicely on the RSI, so it's kind of canceled out, right? So net is still neutral. Does that make sense? It's right now it's lingering. That's why we're coming back down to 1850. Negative on the MACD, so it's positive, negatives. So it's kind of like near term positive, but long term negative. Does that make sense? And what I mean by long term, not like years out. I'm talking about like in the next couple of weeks, and it makes sense if you think about it. The FOMC meeting that's coming up, the job number that's coming up. So this false sense of confidence can is still relatively weak. It's like bravado that we see in the market psychology right now, not like true confidence, right? So still kind of shaky, not that grounded yet. Does that make sense? Respect to Bitcoin, we are at the real level, at the 30,500 right now. Right now, same thing on the MACD line is above you, so you need to cross down first and then cross up. At the same time, RSI, is at the 46 right now. So where we need to see, it need to go up to be above 50, right, for us to confirm that okay, the momentum is shifted upward now. But it's still not, right? So still lingering. So if we go up, I don't think we'll actually have a shot of reaching 32,500. I think we'll come back, consolidate here a little bit, and then ideally come back down to 28,500, and then recuperate back up. So you need to cross down and then cross up, and also deplete the RSI a little bit. Ethereum Classic up about 1%, $23 right now, $24. All the flat numbers, right? Basically, I would buy anywhere from. I personally prefer 1950 below from here. Dogecoin, basically anywhere from like 775 all the way down to like 665 would be logical DCA based on the current setup right now, but it's still relatively oversold. But you need to cross down and then cross up on the MACD, right? Cardano up about 9%, 50 cents at the moment. Anywhere from basically 45 below would be logical DCA based on current setup. Solana at 45 right now. Just look at the chart right now. You can see that we try and come back up to the next level, which is 49.75, right? So as we get there, you need to cross it up, right? But however, you can see that the MACD is already above it, so you need to cross down and then cross back up for you to sustain that bullish momentum. Right now is okay. If you buy now, it's like actually not the best level, but not terrible either. So tolerable in terms of risk exposure. Respect to XRP, up about 2.14%. At 40 cents at the moment, anywhere from basically 35 to below would be logical to DCA. But again, right, MACD need to cross down and then cross up first. So I do see some short term, sell off and then allow for the market to recuperate back up. So I think the next couple of weeks is gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna play out. Polkadot up about 2%, 10.13 right now, anywhere from basically 850 below. Algorand's up about 7% basically at the 40 cents right now. All the flat numbers, right? 40, 35, 30 respectively. Shiba Inu 11.74 right now. So anywhere from basically 1400 to 900, so in between levels. So obviously as you get closer to 900, this spectrum is more logical, but you need to cross down and cross up. So coming back down to ideally to 900 would be a good dip for you. MACTAG up about 4%, 62 cents at the moment, anywhere from basically 55 to below, logical. And then AVAX up about 1.7%. Basically any flat numbers, right? 25 is where we at right now, 20, right, and then 15 respectively. It's okay. You need to cross down and then cross up for you to sustain the bullish momentum. So it's okay right now. Still oversold, but in terms of like if you want to be picky, I don't think this is the best level to be buying at, but it's tolerable if you believe in long term, obviously. So hopefully this is helpful. Hope you guys have a great rest of the Memorial Day Monday. Yeah, appreciate you. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't foresee today to be a lot of like news, popping up, because it's just it's just gonna be generally more about the foreshadow coming, knowing the fact that most people are on vacation and things like that. But if there's anything that pops up, I'll let you guys know. But appreciate you. Have a good day. Take care.